YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Woo! Man, the requests came rolling in. I was like, what is going on? It was so many people sending me this video, man. I thank y'all so much. I think you guys said, I don't want to pronounce his name wrong, so I'm just going to call him Brother Senna. All right? Aryton? I don't think I'm saying that right. But thank you guys for sending me this. I think you guys said he's going to have a show on Netflix or something, and that he passed away in the while he was racing. All right. Working in retail, we have our, like, when I worked at Lowe's, it was Jimmy Johnson, Home Depot, Tony Stewart. I'm very familiar. I used to play that video game, Mario Andretti. So I do know what the racing is about. But you guys sent me this video, top 10 moments of his brilliance. All right. So hopefully they'll say his name right so I can get it. But again, thank you guys so much for the request. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
Ayrton Senna's defensive driving skills were second to none, and he demonstrated...
Aryton Senna. Okay. Got it.
Ayrton Senna's defensive driving skills were second to none, and he demonstrated his incredible technique at the 1993 British Grand Prix. A great start saw him leap into second place at turn 1, just ahead of his great rival Alain Prost in the Williams. But even with the professor in his slipstream, Senna displayed his mastery of both the Silverstone circuit and the art of driving to hold him off for a full 6 laps in his slower McLaren.
Dang!
During qualifying for the 1990 Spanish Grand Prix, a blistering lap at the Jerez circuit saw Senna put in a time of 1 minute 18.387 seconds. That flying lap, a track record, earned Senna his 50th career pole position, with the Brazilian going a full 1.2 seconds faster than his McLaren teammate Gerhard Berger.
Man!
4 years earlier, the first Grand Prix to be held at Jerez saw one of the closest finishes in F1 history. Senna led in his Lotus, but on the final lap, his now very worn tyres were failing, and a freshly shod Nigel Mansell was bearing down on him. Senna defended superbly, but as they hit the final straight, the Briton darted alongside, and the two future champions sped for the line. Senna held on and took the flag first by just 14 thousandths of a second.
14 thousandths of a second, man. Boy, when they be turning, they be hugging those corners so tight. I like trying to play this on a video game. I can't even do it. I'm not like a fast driving type of person. I like to cruise, but man, shout out to these brothers, and rest in peace to all of them who have lost their life doing what they love. Man.
During practice at the 1992 Belgian Grand Prix, Eric Comas crashed his Ligier at the high-speed Blanchimont corner at 180 miles an hour. The Frenchman was unconscious with his engine still running and his foot pressing on the accelerator, pumping fuel into the system. Senna stopped his McLaren and dashed over to his stricken colleague, and spotting the danger of an imminent explosion, switched the engine off. Comas would later state that Senna had undoubtedly saved his life.
Yeah, definitely.
A disastrous start at the 1988 Japanese Grand Prix.
So, I had a quick question. When they're racing and something like that happens, do they stop the whole race? You know what I mean? Or do they just like get the car off to the side and they continue? I can't remember how that works. Especially if someone pass away on the track. I would think they would shut it down.
Prix saw pole sitter Senna left stationary on the grid as the lights went out, dropping him all the way to 16th place. With his chances of winning a maiden world championship dwindling, he went on one of the greatest charges in F1 history.
Dang.
Within 20 laps, he was in second place, chasing down championship rival and teammate Alain Prost, and shortly after caught and passed him for the lead, before going on to take the win and secure the 1988 Drivers' Championship. It was a truly remarkable performance.
So he's like the
It feels
greatest
great,
ever?
of course. I feel very happy and lighter.
And how old was he?
It's a great feeling.
A wet Donington bore witness to one of Senna's greatest ever single laps. Fourth on the grid for the 1993 European Grand Prix, a difficult start saw him drop a place to a young Michael Schumacher. But the Brazilian maestro then displayed all of his wet weather mastery, passing Schumacher and Carl Wendlinger through the Craner curves. And by turn 7, he'd overtaken Damon Hill. Then, with 2 corners to go, he slithered inside Prost and muscled his way through into a lead he would not relinquish. Senna's reputation as a wet-weather genius was established in his rookie season at the 1984 Monaco Grand Prix. Starting in 13th, and in near-torrential rain, Senna masterfully manoeuvred his Toleman up to second place, passing legends such as Niki.
I never knew that. That's like hella dangerous. They race in the rain? Oh, no, man. Especially how fast they be going? Please don't tell me that's how he passed away. This is crazy.
In 13th, and in near-torrential rain, Senna masterfully manoeuvred his Toleman up to second place, passing legends such as Niki Lauda along the way. He chased down and passed race leader Alain Prost on lap 32, but Prost complained that the conditions were too dangerous, and clerk of the course Jackie Ickx agreed, red flagging and stopping the race. As the results were then counted from the last completed lap, Prost was awarded victory, cruelly denying both Senna and Toleman an historic maiden win. Senna's win would come though, and it was again the weather that allowed him to prove his authority. At a rain-soaked Estoril in 1985, having secured his maiden pole position, he pushed his Lotus to the limit.
Look at
As
that,
drivers
man.
behind him aquaplaned and spun off in droves, Senna sailed around the sodden circuit, leading from start to finish,
Look
and
at this
beating
guy.
second-placed Michele Alboreto by over a minute to secure the first of what would become 41 career victories.
That do look pretty cool in the rain. Where the water
In
come
his
up.
8th season as a Formula One driver, the now 31-year-old Senna finally won his home race in front of his adoring fans in Sao Paulo. Qualifying on pole, a superb start saw Senna lead for some 65 laps of the Interlagos circuit. But then, with the duck about to be broken, his McLaren's gearbox began to fail, losing a succession of gears until only 6th was available. As Williams' Riccardo Patrese and the rain clouds closed in, Senna managed to steer his stricken car home for the win using only 1 gear.
I don't know why they gave
As
me
the Samba
goosebumps.
celebrations began, the victor, physically and emotionally exhausted after his grueling efforts, was barely able to lift the trophy. Perhaps Senna's single greatest moment was this qualifying lap from 1988. Senna himself remarked that his performance that day transcended his sense of reality, saying he was driving the car by a kind of instinct, only in a different dimension, well beyond his conscious understanding. No onboard footage of the lap exists, but his time of 1
Oh, it's like literally like Mario Kart when you get the star. I mean, this dude is just flying like it. Man, I'm gonna have to check out this Netflix thing, man, because I wanna see, what happened. I'll go into more detail about it. Dang, this guy, legend.
instinct, only in a different dimension, well beyond his conscious understanding. No onboard footage of the lap exists, but his time of 1 minute 23.998 was almost a second and a half quicker than teammate Prost. Truly, a legend at work.
This man up here doing these laps in a minute. It take me longer to get down the damn stairs. Man. You know, I never actually been to an event where I watched it in person. But boy, when you turn on that TV and you just hear them, you just hear all those, they be flying, man. And then to do it in the rain, he looked pretty young, man. I know you guys gonna be in the comments. You ought to be. Y'all were requesting it a lot, but I definitely want to know more about this brother. Wow, that's crazy, man. Like, I mean, for those who are real big fans of the sport, you guys know the hard work, dedication, and how difficult it is to do this. Um, so I'm watching this and I'm just amazed by it, but I'm just tripping out how easy he made it look. Like I said, I can't even play a video game. I can't even steer like the controller right. In the rain though, that did look pretty cool with that water splashing up, man. But yeah, you guys said he died. He was in a wreck. I don't know if he died, on the track or at the hospital or whatever, but I definitely want to know more, man. Thank you guys so much for the request. And I'm definitely gonna have to check out that Netflix. I think that's what you guys said. Dang, they said he had his steering wheel, he was in six get. Whew. That is crazy, man. Just to be going around a minute, like, oh man. Hey, thank you guys so much for the requests. Hope you guys enjoyed. I wanted to honor it because it came from everywhere, man. So again, man, thanks for the requests. And like, share, and subscribe, man. Peace out.